This video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your deck, or if you're looking for TCGO code cards in the form of promo codes, League Battle Deck codes, trainer toolkits, they have everything up on stock. Go check out PokeTownStore.com and don't forget to use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% of your next order. How wonderful is that? Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform that I personally use every day. You can actually buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and it's easy to do so with this platform. You can reach thousands of people, and you're actually gonna get rid of your cards that you don't need anymore, and you can buy new ones. So hopefully you can check out the link in the description. The affiliate link is over there. You're gonna be helping me out a ton, and let's get this video started. I'm excited. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to another TCG deck profile video on my channel. Today we are checking out some funky Dragapult Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX deck that we found over at Twitter, and that's from a Japanese player. So these are actually very interesting things to think about, because Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is so splashable. You can pair it with whatever you want. So as long as you get that Rapid Strike energy in your deck, as well as maybe a 2-2 line of Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, you're good. You can pair it up with Mewtwo and Welder. You can pair it up with Dragapult. You can pair it up with Orbeetle VMAX. You can pair it up with a whole heap of stuff, even with Zacian, because it's a very busted card nevertheless. So yeah, with that aside, be sure to let me know if you are enjoying deck profile videos like this. We are very hyped for, of course, this set to come out on the 19th of March. There's gonna be so much content, booster openings, gameplay video, deck profile, and meta gaming, all that good stuff. So if you guys are a fan of the channel, be sure to let me know by destroying that like button, as it helps out the channel more than you would possibly think. And without further ado, let's just dive into this list. We're gonna talk about every single card in here. So what we can see is that it has a 2-2 line of Urshifu VMAX, the Rapid Strike one, because that one is very good. And that's all because of Gale Thrust. This is a 1 energy attack, which is able to slap 150 damage if you came from the bench. Escape Rope has been reprinted, so it is also in here. We have Air Balloon and we have Switches, so nice ways to get this attack off. And also a good thing about this is that people think like, oh no, yeah, PikaRom is gonna be dead, all that, they're gonna be playing Mewtwo. Well, that's where this list has actually the Shadow Box Mimikyu in here to shut down GXs that has a half damage counter. So you can shut down Mew for the Perfection ability, you can shut down Heatran GX, you can shut down Oricorio GX. There's still a couple of GXs being played, so that's already nice. And this yeah, just thrives on spreading damage around. So not only is this your main attacker, if you actually have the necessary Karate Belt, if you're behind in prize cards, or if you have the Rapid Strike energy in hand, you can search it out with Octillery, but more on Octillery later. This actually puts up quite the pressure, definitely against stuff like Eternatus, which Dragapult is weak to. In the past, Dragapult got shoved out of the meta instantly because of the introduction of Eternatus VMAX, and now Dragapult will have its vengeance, and it's gonna be awesome. So the revenge of Dragapult VMAX. And yeah, Urshifu VMAX here also has the Gmax Rapid Flow, and that's where everybody just losing their mind. Because if you discard all energies attached to it, you can just go crazy and slap 120 to 2 of the opponent's Pokemon. So, if we just combine that with Dragapult, of course, we have that crazy spread potential, 5 damage counters wherever we please, and the base damage output. Dragapult VMAX is quite the terrible monster. People are actually afraid of Dragapult. It actually at one point was the best deck in the format until Eternatus came around and just yeah, pushed that out of the meta. But now you have great typing coverage. You have Dragapult VMAX being a Psychic type, and you have Urshifu VMAX being a Fighting type. Probably the most dominant types to just hit for weakness for right now. And also we have some tech cards to protect our own bench, because I do expect a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX to be everywhere. So we have the Mew to protect our own bench, and we have the Shadow Box Mimikyu to shut down Mewtwo entirely, because that can hit weakness against our Urshifu VMAX. Okay. That was quite the mouthful. Now we're gonna be going over to here, this one, the Sushi Master, aka Octillery here, with the Rapid Strike Search. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for a Rapid Strike card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. You can only use one Rapid Strike during your turn, so that's why there's only a 2-2 line in here. So as soon as you get Octillery out, this Octillery can find your Urshifu VMAX, can find your Urshifu V, can find yourself supporters, energies, whatever you please, because there's more stuff in here. We have Karina's Focus. very similar to Lily back in the day, who remembers that. You can draw cards until you have 6 in the hand, so that's not too bad. Definitely because you can make some room. There's a lot of insta-playable cards like Switch, Escape Rope, Attach of Turn, Tool cards and all that. So lots of insta-playable cards. You can empty your hand, draw cards until you have 6, which is nice. And this actually makes yourself a reset stamp or Marnie proof. Let's say the opponent is just laughing at you, reset stamp to 1. And you say like, no problem, we have Octillery. Octillery using that Rapid Strike Search, bam, Karina out of the deck, drawing cards until we have 6. It's awesome. Also, I find it very peculiar that this list is not running the Danny GX at all. I don't know what the Japanese player piloting this deck was thinking. Maybe it's just because we are playing Power Plant, so that could actually be the case. You just slap down Power Plant, and then, yeah, all your GX abilities don't do anything anymore, so that's why this list opted to go for 2 Crobat instead, also having that 1 copy of Eldigos. There's 3 copies of Boss's Orders in here, which is very, very crucial because Boss's Orders not only allows you to just hunt after Crobat Vs or the Danny GXs with your Urshifu, it also can make sure you can push the thing and the active aside to the bench, because sometimes a little bit of damage counters of the Dragapult VMAX is enough to KO it. So you don't have to go overboard and hit the full damage output. Sometimes some damage counters drops. It is just what you need to just finish the game on the spot. So early lead, just you always go first with this list. Get your Dragapult out, Attach of Turn, pass it out. I know this list could be a little bit weak against Crushing Hammers, but most lists running Crushing Hammers are weak against fighting, as mentioned. Like we have, of course, PikaRom playing Hammers. Well, you're gonna be sorry if you're seeing this list, because if you want to attack with Bolton, then the Urshifu comes out of nowhere, 1 attachment, bam! You just knocked out that Bolton out of nowhere. Then the opponent's probably gonna be striking with something like a Mewtwo, and that's also weak to Psychic. So lots of great typings to love about this specific deck. And also Octillery can search out the Fan of Waves, which actually has, of course, the momentum. You can actually slow down opponents with this. Put a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It doesn't have to be the active. You can also put an energy from the opponent's bench. It has to be a special energy and put it on the bottom of their deck. Why is this good? Because there's a lot of good tier 1 archetypes playing special energies. We have Speed Lightning Energy, seeing a lot of play in PikaRom. We have the Capture Energy, seeing a lot of play in like, the Eternatus matches, and also they are playing Hiding Dark Energies. There's Horror Psychic Energies being played, there's sometimes Heat Fire Energies being played, lots of special energies in the format, and that's what we love. Also Twin Energies, that's very hilarious. Sometimes you can, against the 1 price deck, maybe against Mad Party, just Fan of Waves, just slow them down, so they have to wait to attach. So it's gonna be awesome using that Fan of Waves to slow opponents down. And as soon as you slow down opponents, you're gonna have an extra turn with your Dragapult to spread more damage. It's awesome. So what else is in this list? As mentioned, Escape Rope, Air Balloon, and Switch are there to just get that Guild Trust going around. Also, I'm gonna be checking out the Urshifu right here. This also has Strafe, 30, and you can just hide on the bench. So that's actually not the most busted attack, but sometimes you want to be saving your Rapid Strike Urshifu, so you could be using that. Although you will need to resort to a Rapid Strike Energy, so think about it carefully. Although it is a very good attacker as well as a way to just deal with Zamazantas at one point. Okay, moving forward, what else is in this list is of course the crazy Rapid Strike Energy, counting as a fighting and a water energy simultaneously, but 2. So 2 is like double rainbow for, of course, water and fighting type Pokemon. It's crazy. So this can only be attached to Rapid Strike Pokemon. So also you might be thinking about adding Empoleon into this list somehow, because that also shuts down stuff like Jirachi, stuff like Mew and all that. So an interesting card, and also hits for weakness. Maybe against Centiskorch could be a nice way to go about it. Yeah, but most of these lists are running weak HP Pokemon like Galarian, Zigzagoon, Jirachi, so you can punish them with the Dragapult eventually. We have ourselves Horror Psychic Energy, which is nice to buff up the, soften up some Pokemon even further. You of course have the Dragapult slapping damage, then they strike into you, and the Horror Psychic Energy will put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon, which is nice. So they are softened up, so we can finish them later with some attacks, maybe from the Rapid Urshifu with the crazy attack. What was it again? The GMAX Rapid Flow. How can we forget? It's crazy. This list is also running 4 copies of Marnie. So putting the opponent to low hand size seems to be crucial by spreading damage around. We've seen this before. Dragapult with Malamar or Dragapult entirely on itself was very good with Marnie. We're going to be trying to repeat the process. On top of that, we even have access to 1 copy of Reset Stamp and Power Plant. So Power Plant, Reset Stamp and all that is going to be very disruptive, because most of the list will still rely on the Danny GX. Definitely Weller builds, if we're being honest, they just the Danny GX all the time. That's what they do. And then there's also Tool Scrapper, so you can get rid of certain tool cards. There's Air Balloon. There's also the Tool Jammer, which might be a little bit of a problem if we want to rely on that Karate Belt. So you can get rid of that. You can also get rid of Big Charms, just lower the HP once again to some reasonable amount. There's a lot of tool cards you can just swipe away with Tool Scrapper. And yeah, I think that's about it for consistency cards, just to get Pokemon out of the list. We have 1 Evolution Ensigns, there's 3 Pokemon Communication and 4 Quick Ball. Just focus on getting Octillery out first, and then get out actually your other Pokemon, because Octillery is going to be the heart and soul of the deck. You're making yourself a reset stamp proof, then you can find yourself a supporter, an item card, maybe an energy, a Pokemon. It's going to be good. Octillery is the source of consistency. And this is a list I'm very eager to test out. It doesn't have the Danny GX, but that's nice. So you have a little bit more, you're a little bit more, yeah, thinking about your resources. There's a lot of one-offs in here. A one-off Reset Stamp, a one-off Air Balloon, a one-off Karate Belt. So that's why this list is not running the crazy the Danny GX. You just want to be also no research. You just hang on to all of your resources. So that's gonna be good. Also, you don't throw away your Rapid Strike energies early on. So that's very good about this list. Try it out for yourself and let me know what you think about the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX paired along with Dragapult VMAX. I'm a huge fan. Great typings. Great spreading mechanics. You protect your own bench with Mew. You have the Mimikyu to shut down Mewtwo. It is interesting for sure. And also, because you are a psychic type, you can just go into Crossfire. There's going to be a lot of fighting types out there. And also, the Mimikyu shuts down Jirachi GX. So yeah, you can actually activate the weakness once again. And then Dragapult punishes every single Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX and hits it for weakness. How incredible is that? Anyhow, let me know what you guys think about this specific list in the comment section. What would you change, and what will you pair Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX with? That's the biggest question of all. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video very, very shortly. Thanks again for watching. Peace.